Today we did more work from side control into mount and then mount attacks. So first we just reviewed what happened when you get caught in quarter guard, going from side control to mount. Then we did then I guess it's still another variation of that, which was going through knee on belly. And then we did a side straight armbar from mount or from the transition of going into mount. So first was just if you have the far underhook, getting low on the body, like hip. So bring your hips lower and your head lower, so you're not over the shoulders, and you get swept. But bring your body lower. You can get your knee in the hamstring. Then you get far underhook, and you can either knee cut to the other side, or you can tripod up. You can tripod up either way, but either knee cutting to either side or butterflying the legs open. That was the first variation. Second variation was your second quarter guard. Then you can pop up. So instead of like bringing your knee all the way across, you bring your knee to the center of the body line, so like on the belly, and then you can pull up on the lapels. So it's actually important to keep kind of squatting as you do this. You can't be standing up kind of straight and then just bending over in order to, you're not going to be very safe. You stay bent over, which intuitively feels like that wouldn't put much weight on them, but I was actually putting a lot more weight on it. And then you pull up on the lapels, and then it's really strong. And then that makes the knee cut easier to do, because they're usually like, they usually want to bail on that position because it's a lot of pressure. And then the third one was straight armbar. So you're either in mount or you're about to. So your shin can be across the hips as you're getting into mount. You don't have to get them all the way across in order to do this. You can also do it from half guard, I think. I think Fabi said we didn't practice it from there though. So you come up the body, you trap the far arm. So let's say you're going to the right side, so you trap his left arm, and then you want to trap that against your head. You want to trap his wrist, so like the blade of his wrist, and you want his wrist to be perpendicular to you, so that makes it the right angle. And then you kind of want to extend, so instead of like crunching your body, you want to kind of extend and elongate your body in order to elongate his arm. Your right arm comes under his arm so that your elbow is under his elbow, and then you grip your far shoulder with that hand, so you're wrapping his arm there. Your left hand can come under and cup your right elbow. Sometimes it's not necessary to get there. If you need more pressure, you want to bring it under in order to create space for you to push down on. It's a little straight arm bars. I don't know, I need to like kind of think about the mechanics of it. Because like I understand the mechanics and I understand what you're supposed to do, but I can't understand them both together. I don't understand how what you're doing is applying the mechanics. I guess that's a better way to describe it. Or like the positioning and all, how all that stuff fits together. Yeah, that was it today. Oh, then I did a private with Tim. Um, we covered more of guard retention. So if your collar sleeve is failing, you can reach across with the hand that had the collar and post against the knee, and then use that, and then you want to get your hips up and kind of rotate away from his pass, and then elongate your body away. That will force him to kind of chase you, I guess, and open some space, and then you can bring your lower leg in and get back to guard. Alternatively, if he tries to long step, and I was a little confused about this, if he tries to long step, then, so that would be against the knee cut, and then if he tries to long step, there should be an opportunity to bring your knee shield leg up onto the shoulder into like a tarantula position. So I'm not, but he would have control of that pant leg. So I'm not exactly sure. I gotta look at the video and see what's going on there. Then we did a side control escape, which is pretty neat. I think I'm understanding that better also. It's coming up around, and then I have a video of that. Then passing, like it's not just good enough to have good posture, you also have to have good posture relative to your opponent. So I think a lot of times I'm standing too far away, which allows them to get their feet in, and then that allows them to use their feet to push me back and off balance me and whatnot. So just making sure my feet are in. Sometimes I think I overcompensate for that, and then I get my feet too high up by the armpit, and then at that point they kind of off balance me that way, or get into like single leg X or something like that. What else? Oh, another thing is if they do kind of extend me out using their legs, I can sprawl on that leg. So I was kind of just fighting against them pushing me out, which is like a losing battle. It's my arms against their legs, and then I get tripoded. So sprawling on their leg is something I have to think about doing. So that's just collapsing a frame, which I'm also bad at. So just recognizing when someone has a frame against me, I don't need to like fight directly against the frame and like overarm it. I can push it down. Yeah.